Okay, Noah, speaking of work, time for Job of the Week. Read me in.
Yeah, our friends at Shift5 ramping up. Let's see what they got.
All right, it is time for Job of the Week. Joining us today, we have Tom Mealey, manager of the on-vehicle software team at Shift5. Shift5 has been in the news quite a bit recently, Tom. You guys raised a bunch of money, some other cool news. What's going on over there? What are you hiring for?
It's a really exciting time to join the company, especially in the role we're looking for. I'm an FPGA engineer, firmware engineer. Probably can't say a lot in detail, but just allude to the fact that we are building out new product area, new technology, something that we've wanted to do for a little while now, and now's the right time. So we will be ramping up all of our resources to build out some of the embedded systems, high bandwidth, low latency signal processing that is going to be part of this new core technology.
Let's take a step back. Why don't you give folks, some people may be deeply familiar with Shift5, others it may be a new to them company. Give us an overview of what the company does and why it matters.
Sure. So what Shift5 provides to our customers is onboard visibility for operational technology, right? One of our core products and the one that my team works the closest with is a custom piece of hardware called Manifold. And the Manifold is a low size, weight and power form factor mission computer that we install in large vehicles, think like DoD assets, helicopters, planes, etc. It connects to the onboard communication systems on these vehicles and collects all of the raw data that's floating around on the networks on the vehicle. And so at the lowest layer, right, we want to collect as much data as we can to then be able to process that, represent kind of more useful information to our customers at a higher level, right? So you think generically, if the sensor on an airplane is reporting that some metric is out of specification, that's something an operator would want to know about as soon as possible, right? So our technology enables that data collection and then real-time processing to make that happen.
You know, like I'm a dumb Marine, right? Like, why do I care? Why does my platoon care? Why does my sergeant care?
One of our core parts of our mission is to save lives of troops in operational military by making the platforms that they operate safer. At the end of the day, we want to provide the insight that will let you know before you go out on a mission whether the vehicle that's part of that mission is ready for that or not. There's also a big aspect of predictive maintenance, right? We want to give you guys an idea of when components and pieces are not behaving the way they should or will need to be changed out or fixed up before it's too late, right? So there's a cost savings aspect to that as well. But one of the core things that really drives a lot of the passion behind the engineering is tied to real human lives at stake.
Nice. Back to the role itself. The person you're looking to hire, what are they going to be doing day to day? Who are they going to be working with? Who do you want in that role?
So the role, the job description is titled firmware engineer, and firmware is a really overloaded term, right? But primarily what we're looking for in this role is an FPGA developer, right? Somebody who's comfortable with FPGA design, running HDL, test benches, and getting their hands dirty in the lab, using things like signal generators, oscilloscopes to actually see the design working on real hardware. But really what we are kind of looking for more than that is somebody who has a really good grasp of embedded systems and can understand the interactions between FPGA hardware and the low-level software interface layers, right? We're a small team at Shift5, we're lean, and so we want folks that kind of have a breadth of experience and knowledge and are not just kind of pigeonholed into doing this one specific thing.
Amazing. Now give them some context on who they'll be working with. Who else is on this team? Brag on them a little bit. Why should people be excited about joining this one, other than the cool stuff you can't talk about?
Sure. So on my team, I love working with these guys, some really talented engineers. We have a mix of folks that are fully remote and on-site, spanning skill sets from Linux kernel driver development to kind of low-level user space C, C++ application software layers, as well as FPGA development. A little bit outside of my team, direct team, we have a a hardware team at Shift5 that's all local. It's one of those jobs you have to be on site to do, right? But we work really closely with them, and some of the stuff that they build really pushes the limits of what you think is possible for a hardware form factor. So they are absolutely a really fun group to work with. There's also, we have a broader software engineering team who cares about things like data pipelines and transforming that low level data that I mentioned that we collect from the onboard buses into kind of higher ordered representations of that data. A bunch of very smart folks there thinking about all those data transforms and data science problems that we can solve there, as well as a research team, a bunch of reverse engineers and hackers who are trying to identify vulnerabilities of the different protocols that we tap into on our customer platforms and identify places where things could break before they actually happen on the actual customer platform. So it's really kind of fun mix of different technology areas. We have an incredibly deep tech stack, right? All the way from custom hardware to high level software. It's a really fun group to be part of.
All right, cool. So Tom, if people want to apply for this position, first off, tell us what is going to stand out, and then two, how should they go do it?
Yeah, what we're looking for is somebody who has had that experience with low-level software in addition to FPGA. We want somebody who understands the whole design at a system level. And so that's something we're looking for in resumes, whether it's a direct experience as a embedded software developer or just working closely with the systems group or with an embedded software group. When you apply, as we go through our interview process, we are looking for really strong technical candidates. So after we get a chance to connect and talk through some of the initial screening questions, one of the things we do with our candidates is send them a technical assessment to take home. It's not a quiz or a timed thing meant to trick you or anything like that. It's really just a high-level design problem. We want to see how somebody thinks through the process of being presented with a set of specifications and requirements and then designs a system to implement that. So that may sound like a 6-month project for you, but trust me, it's lightweight. It's just meant to be an exercise that shows us how you think through some of these concepts and helps us identify the skills we're looking for.
Very good. The link is in the show notes, but Tom, where should people go if they want to apply?
Just shift5.io. You'll find it there under the job postings.
All right. Well, good luck, Tom and team, and good luck to you if you're applying to this role. Tom, thanks for joining the Steam Zone.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, Ben, what do you think? Are you going to commit to becoming a technical leader?
Yeah, I'll just do I just need a training course, a 2-week program run by the state government, and I'll be converted into a new job, ready to go. Job transfer program or whatever it's called, new skills.